Hello, parents, and welcome to my back to school night. My name is Jeremy Grove, and I am your student's junior high science teacher or organic gardening teacher. Um, Hopefully, this informs you about my practices as a teacher and kind of gives you some guidance on how to help your kid be successful. Here's a couple of things about myself first. This is my 16th year teaching in total, my ninth here at the Calistoga Junior Senior High School teacher. I have credentials in biology, chemistry, math, and administration. I live here in Calistoga, so say hello whenever you see me. I have three kids attending our schools. My son, is currently in my eighth grade class. My wife was also your student's sixth grade science teacher. And as I said earlier, I have two things that I'm teaching, junior high science and organic gardening. If you look right below right there, I am best with email. So if you have any questions, I will get back to you pretty quickly with respect to email. You can give me a call right here, but I am not the best with returning phone calls when we're in the classroom regularly, and with distance learning, it probably will get worse. An interesting way of connecting with me right below here is called Google Hangouts. It's kind of like a text on my computer. It bings, I can hear it. So feel free to use my email to Google Hangout me. And finally, Aries Communication. I'll be sending you a lot of stuff via Aries Communication, but you can also respond back to me via Aries Communication. So it's a really easy way to get in touch with me. So for this presentation, I'm going to go over essentially how to function in Google Classroom and in distance learning, and hopefully it's not too redundant, as well as I'll show you a little bit of Aries information. I'll show you a little bit about the Calistoga Junior High Weebly, and I will finally show you a little bit about my own science webpage. These are all places where I am doing my best to give you as much information as possible about what's happening. So Google Classroom is where all of the assignments will be given every day. So every single assignment of every single day will be given in Google Classroom. All assignments will be posted in the classwork portion. So if you look down here right next to my face right now, right there, that is what it looks like when your son or daughter or student logs into Google Classroom. That's called the stream right here. So if you look right above my head right there, that's the stream. The assignments are not given on the stream. They are, however, given in this classwork section. So be sure, if you want to check your kids' work, that they're looking right there in the second tab, the classwork section. When you open the classwork, it looks kind of like this. Everything is organized by weekly topics. So that's this week's, last week's, the previous week, and the first week is way down here at the bottom. And if you're interested in my syllabus as well, it's way down there at the bottom, posted in Google Classroom. For all of your kids' work, make sure they submit everything. It's crazy, but you got to turn it in even on Google Classroom. So be sure you're turning in all of your work on Google Classroom. Always check the weekly topics. So this is a blown up view. I don't know where to put my face right now. This is a blown up view of what the weekly topics look like. So again, if you look right over there, you can see all the topics are assigned by week. So this is the topic for September 8th through 11th. That's this week right here. The very top post in each of those weekly topics has an agenda for the week. I usually put this up on Friday of the week before. So if you look right below right there, that is the agenda that you can see blown up way down here. Additionally, I post one of these screencast videos so you guys can see how to do each and everything. So that's the other thing right there, right? So I've got the physical agenda, well, digital agenda, and then a video of me describing the homework for the week. So like it says over here, right below, the agenda is linked. So be sure you're clicking on that agenda way down there over in the corner so you can see exactly what's happening every day. Additionally, the weekly assignments are below the agenda. So I have the date in front of it, and I have whether or not it's synchronous or asynchronous. Synchronous is the stuff that we're working on together when we're in class time. And then asynchronous is the stuff that I kind of give for outside of class time, or what we used to call homework. So I label each of those synchronous and asynchronous, and I also put the date in front of each of the things so you know exactly what we're doing on what date. So again, if you look right there, you can see that I have the dates, and then you can see that this top one right here is labeled synchronous, which we do in class. And again, I want to remind you to have your students turn everything in. Sometimes kids forget to attach their work, or they forget to submit it once they do attach it. So please make sure your students are turning everything in. Additionally, on the agendas that I post every week, I have on the left-hand side of the agenda, like right below me right here, I have what's due on each day. So you can see again what's due on each day. And then over here, you can see what is the agenda for the week. I always have the objective. And then if we go down a little bit right here, you can see what we're doing the first couple days of the week. This week's funny because there was no school on Monday because of Labor Day. And then way down here, you can see what we're doing on Thursday and Friday. So that is posted every week. And in addition to posting it on Google Classroom with all the assignments up here, they are all hot linked as well. So all these like dark underlines are linked directly to the assignment as well. So your kids can find the assignment in multiple places here on Google Classroom. They should always know what they're doing. I grade things in Google Classroom. It's not an exact grade, but it's a very close grade. So if you want to see what your kids are receiving on their work when they're in Google Classroom, if you just look, when you click on the assignment, you can see like right there, you can kind of see, right there, you can kind of see that that assignment would have earned 10 out of 10 points. So please, you can check your grade there. You can also check your kid's cumulative grade in Google Classroom. And I do import the grades from Google Classroom into Aries. So they should be highly correlated, although I don't import every single grade into Aries. So you need to be sure to check your Aries as well. But this is how you check the grades in Google Classroom. And then the Aries app. So you got to use the Aries app to check your kid's grade. And that's the overall actual grade I'll be submitting via report cards and stuff. So you need to you can download the Aries app. I have it for my kids. You can download the Aries app on your phone. And then Maria in the office has the important information you need to get the actual data that you need to see your kids' information on the phone. So download the app, contact Maria, and she'll give you the information you need to see your child's grade in Aries. Okay, this is what the Aries gradebook looks like. This is my version of it, but the app looks a lot the same. So you see the list of the work that we've done starting from the bottom and going up. And then you can see right above my head right here, this one is the score they received. This one right here is the number they could have got. This one right here is their percentage. And then this is the value that is placed in Aries that your kid has earned, and that's the value that it's worth in Aries. So sometimes the number correct is different than the points possible. If you look over here, I do accept late work. So if you look right there, I do accept late work. So please, if your kid forgets something, don't hesitate to encourage them to do it, because the work is important to me. So have your kids do the work, have your students do the work. And then when they do the work late, have them email me so I understand that they've done it, because I get a lot of emails each day, and it's possible that I may miss Google's announcement that your kids have turned something in late. So if your kids do turn something in late, again, I encourage them to do so. And then please just contact me, letting me know that it's been done. Another important webpage where you can get information from each and every one of us teachers is the Junior High Weebly. So if you look right up there, it's Calistoga'JuniorHigh.weebly.com. We all post our calendars there. We also post the activity logs and stuff there. So there's links to Aries, as you can see. The student log into Aries right there. The parent log into Aries right there. So there's links to everything you need on this junior high webpage, including each of us. So that's their math teacher. You can see their English teacher right here above me, social studies link, and then my science link right there. There's Avid, and then there's other electives as well. So this is a very important website where we share as much information as you can handle. I swear it. And then here's my own science webpage, which is also linked on the page I just showed you before. But if you look over here, this is what my webpage looks like when you go to it initially. So right there, you can see that both of the classes, science and gardening, are right there. And then when you go to the individual page, when you click on either this is the junior high science, but it's the same for gardening. If you click on the gardening or the junior high link, you'll see the objective for the week, which again is all hyperlinked right here. So here's another place where you can get all the information. And the cool thing about the webpage is, like, right next to it, I have put a calendar, so you can see exactly what we're doing on which day as well. So there's a calendar showing you what we are doing and when. To reach my webpage, here's the long URL, sites.google.com, that one right there. Or here's a shortened one, goo.gl/capital B, little v, capital N, NW, capital V, or whatever. I think I said it wrong, but that's the correct one right there. Okay. I don't think I've used up all of our time. So hopefully if you have any more questions, we can talk about it right now during our Zoom. So thank you for coming to my back to school night presentation.